better. Self-control. What's important about having self-control? Having self-control is having the ability to be able to be in control of yourself. Instead of having, you know what, somebody walks up to you, they say you're ugly. They call you ugly. And you trip out. You like, bro, what? Dude, who even are you, bro? You're glazing. On my mama, you're weird. You you start getting upset. You just let a random individual walk up to you, call you ugly, and now you all bent out of shape. Now, that's a crazy scenario, but it serves for this purpose. When we're approached by something like life like that, because life will approach you like that, be like, what's up, ugly? This is what it is. And so when life shows you that, what's your response? To crash out? Let's hope not. Because this is why we need self-control, because there's no point to be crashing out over something so minuscule. And I say this because we as men need to have self-control, and that's just it, and that's all. Because of incidences like the one guy on Facebook. There was a man on Facebook who literally killed another individual because he laughed at his Facebook post. He laughed at his face on a Facebook post. I'm like, that's weak shit. That is volatile shit. And as much as we take and as much as we deal with on a day-to-day basis, we should not be letting little shit like that get to us. Because I guarantee you, that same thing could happen to you. Somebody could be like, oh, you know what? Ha ha ha. You're ugly. I stole your girl. Nah, do not crash out. There's no need to crash out. There's no need to, you know what, bro? Get all bent up out of shape, bro. Because I'm going to tell you, when you have self-control, when you move a certain way, you understand some things aren't worth it. Some things will never be worth it. And especially when you're in that moment, when you're in the state of, you know what, I'm pissed off, I'm angry as shit, I want to beat somebody up, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do something because you're just pissed off and you don't know how to control your emotions. You make dumbass decisions. That's how niggas end up crashing out. And you know what? Ending up in jail, bro. That's how niggas end up crashing out at parties, bro. Because a dude, bro, like, I'm telling you, people will crash out over anything. And people will, you know what? Act off lust. The men who are, you know what I'm saying? You know exactly who I be talking about. On that type of timing, on that aggressive, crazy type of timing, they're overcome by their lust. They're overcome by their lust. And it's just like you have to control that as a man. As a man, we're supposed to be seen as people to be protected. We're supposed to protect people. We're supposed to be a comfort zone. You know what I mean? Because it's the same way that a lot of men nowadays talk about how, oh, she's too masculine. She be too masculine. Because what, bro? You be too feminine. You don't bring the woman out of her. And that's just what that is. And a part of being a man, bro, is having that self-control. Having that, you know what? I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. That's not worth it. It's not. It's just simply not worth it. The same way that every chicken head, every little girl who come up to you, who try to fuck with you, try to talk to you, is not deserving of you. You do not need to give that piece of you to every individual. That's another piece of self-control. You understand that you don't need to knock everything down. Not everything's knocked down worthy. That is another form of self-control. Because I tell you what, there, too many men, they'll just take everything. They'll take everything they can get. Because what? Most dudes, especially now, don't get nothing. They don't. So they'll just take everything they can get. And when they take everything they can get, you know exactly what happens to them. Oh, what? They end up with a kid or something. They end up with a disease, bro. Because what? You did not practice self-control on your body. You did not withhold them emotions. You did not know how to put yourself in a state to where it's like, let me calm, let me chill out. Let me chill out. Let me think about what I'm doing. Because we are fecal people. We are human beings at the end of the day. And then what do human beings do? Human beings are naturally what? Vulnerable. We're naturally vulnerable. We naturally be wearing our emotions on our sleeves until we are shown why we should not. Or until we are given a reason to not do so. And then That's how people start walking around, you know what, with aggression and shit. Or just be different. Because I'm not going to lie. The way that you grow up and the way that we are told about our feelings and shit, and the way that we are not even fully aware of our desires is crazy. We'll literally sit here and succumb to something we know nothing about. We know nothing about. We'll just sit here and then, oh, what? For some people, they'll just sit in the bed, bro. Watch YouTube, and then somehow they get on Pornhub. That is also a part of lack of self-control. You're not controlling your lust, brother. You don't even need to look at that. And the craziest thing is, nowadays more than ever, you can go up on the phone and I can see more naked women than anybody has seen in any of my generations of life. You can do it right now, which is crazy. And my bad for the little shake, but which is crazy to me. And all these things, when it comes to the overwhelming porn addiction that's running through men, or whether that be dudes crashing out over girls, or whether that be, you know what, niggas just doing dumb shit. It comes from a lack of self-control and impulsivity. It's just that impulsiveness. And you got to understand, you can't act off impulsiveness. You cannot act off impulsiveness. You have to make calculated decisions. Because, like I said, emotions are fickle things. You move off of emotion, that next step that you're taking is weak. That is a weak step. That's not a strong step. That's not a step that's built on foundation. That's not a step that's built on morals, character. That's not a step that's built on anything. But just the simple fact of, how do I feel today? That's what that step is built off of. Simply, how do I feel today? How does Daily feel today? Does Daily feel pissed off? Oh, so you know what? Just because Daily's pissed off today, I'm going to go walk around the world and make everybody else's life like that. That's a part of self-control too. Controlling how you feel. You know what? Hey, I may feel like this today, but I'm not going to let that get to nobody. This got to do with me. Self-control. You understanding the things that you go through and the things that you understand are yours. They're yours. So there's no need to react with emotion to somebody who's not deserving of that. That's self-control too, because we have trauma that we go through. We do. And inherently, some people might tick us off. As men, we don't talk about the shit that plagues us. We don't sit here and have conversations and shit. We'll just be like, I bet, keep it moving, let's go. And for some people that works, but for some people that doesn't. For some people that does not at all. And so, what do you do? What do you do? And this is why I'm making this video. Because, like I said, I've been a crash dummy before. I've been a man who reacts off emotion. I've been a man who just sits here and, you know what? I'm going to react off the fact that you just said something wrong to me. Like, I could care less. Because what? At the end of the day, I know. I know. I can control myself. I can't control you. I can't control your mouth. I can't control what you do. I can't control nothing like that. But the thing I understand at the end of the day is I have control over what? Myself. I have control over myself. I'm not going to let these otherworldly things, these outworldly things come over here and try to turn me into something that I'm not. Try to make me, what? An animal. Because that's what that is. You react off of lust. That's what animals do. Animals act off lust straight up like that. That's what animals do. So you have to learn to control yourself as a man, because what? We are humans, bro. You got to understand. Regardless, you leaving an impression on somebody. Somebody's, and what? Don't let that be somebody's daughter, bro. Because that's how we come up with the depiction and the sight of weak men. Weak men who act off straight emotion. Straight emotion. And that's it. And then that's how they justify their lives. Oh, you know what? Oh, this happened to me when I was younger, so I'm going to do this today. Oh, you know what? I got played earlier in my years, so I'm going to do this. The self-control to, you know what? Just because I got done like this doesn't mean I need to do somebody else like that. The self-control to, you know what? Let me back off of it. The self-control to say no. The self-control to, you know what, sit here and look at myself in the mirror and say, you need to do better. And have that self-control to do better. And have that self-control to, the next time I understand I'm in a situation to where I can learn something, I can really see how this plagues me. And I can really see how I can benefit myself as a man and try to no, not even try, because try is a weak word. Be better. Because all these things that we struggle with, all these addictions and whatnot, comes down to self-control. Binge eating, self-control. You know what? I can control the fact that I can get up off the couch and I can go do something else. I can control that. I can control the fact that I may have a gaming addiction and I may want to sit up here and play video games all damn day, but I'm going to set a timer to make sure that I can get the vid out for y'all. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all. The vid that I just posted, that was not good, bro. Especially for a video like this that's important, that needs to be heard and understood, and that needs to be talked about more. Hell nah. I'm not going to let that shit fly. And because that was mediocre as shit. What I just put out was mediocre. So I had to have the self-control to go watch my video and shit, and to go listen to that and be like, you know what? That's not a message. That's not the right message that I need to put out. This is the right message that I need to put out. The fact that we struggle because we do not have self-control. That's why we end up in situations that bite us in our ass, because we do not have the self-control to say, you know what, no, or that's not the best thing for me. You know what, I'm a slide. I'm cool off that. You just succumb to it. You just blindly follow it. And as a man, you can't do that. You cannot. Because what? If you don't, like I said, if you don't know what plagues you, you're blindly following something. At least if I know that my addiction is video games, I know what it is. I'd rather take the devil that I know than the devil that I don't. And the devil that I know, I can create the self-control to, you know what? I don't need to be near you, bro. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, right? Like, it's not your time. It's not your time. Nah. You're not finna get me, nigga. Tight shit. Because, like I said, dudes will literally just crack anything, just to crack anything. And then wonder why they stuck up here with 6 kids. You didn't have the self-control to stop. You didn't have the self-control to, you know what, maybe if I put a condom on, maybe if I do different, maybe if I do something different, you know what, have the self-control to sit there and be like, I don't think this is the right decision right here. But some of us don't think. Some of us don't. And this is why I'm making that video. This video right here. Because we as men need to understand the fact that we can control these things. We can control what's in us. We can control our actions. We can control how we feel. We can understand how we feel. And we can understand what plagues us. And we can understand how we can emulate ourselves to be that better person, that higher version of ourselves that we so desire to be. And that's not the fame, that's not the money, that's not the material shit. It's you. The highest version of yourself is disciplined. The highest version of yourself goes to the gym every day. The highest version of yourself keeps his word. The highest version of yourself is consistent. The highest version of yourself is what? You can replace it whatever you want. But whatever it is, emulate that, brother. Emulate that. We striving to be better. We striving to be better. Because I tell y'all what, as a black man who didn't grow up with his father, bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Him and his mistakes and everything that he did told me that self-control was one of the most important things ever. I saw through his actions. He didn't even need to be in my life for me to see the fact that self-control is key. He didn't even need to be there, bro. For me to understand the fact that I see, you gotta observe, bro. You gotta understand why are they in the position that they are in. Because you can really, like, you can simply just see that. Oh, because I didn't decide to do this. Instead, I chose to go with lack of self-control. I chose the more impulsive decision. I chose the decision that required no time to think. You dig what I'm saying? So just have self-control, bro. That's it. Guys, like I said, we need to be better. As men, for real. We can be better. We can elevate ourselves type shit. And especially if you want you want a wife, you want a family, bro, I feel like this is one of the key components and one of the key things that matters. Self-control. Having the principle. You know? Standing on your principles, standing on your business. And that's the shit that we cover on the Daily News channel, bro. Dang, I'm losing my voice and shit. But hey, bro, I had to bring this video to y'all, bro. I could not sit up here and just give y'all that product that I just gave y'all, especially about a topic like this. That was some bullshit, and that's some shit that y'all never get from me again, bro.